Hello, praise God. My name is Pastor King, Online Media Academy, and today we are going to be looking at how to create a content calendar. I know in our previous study last week, we were given an assignment to come up with a content calendar, and I realized that majority of people actually are yet to learn how to come up with a content calendar. Others are even hearing content calendar for the first time. So I'm going to be taking us through on how to create a content calendar. So make sure that you stick with me till the very end and follow every single step. So I'm going to share with us the easiest way. Of course, there are templates online that you can download and just feed in your data. But I just want to show us how you can make something customized for yourself according to your own choice and preference. So I'm on my email. This is my Gmail. So if you have Gmail, you have access to literally any Google applications. And so we are going to use the Google Sheets. Yeah, Google Sheets. So I'll come to right here on your email where your profile pic is on the apps. You tap on the apps and scroll down to Sheets. That's if you are using a computer. Now, if you're using a phone, you will literally need to download the Google Sheets app on your phone. Once you have it on your phone, you don't need to sign in because already you have an email on your phone, a Gmail on your phone. That means on your Google Sheets, the email that you're using on your phone will appear in your Google Sheets. That's the account you'll be using. So all you just need to do is to download the Google Sheets app on your phone. So I'm in Google Sheets. There are a number of templates now, like the templates that you've been using to do content or to do whatever you've been doing. Excel files that have been sent to your email will always appear in your Google Sheets. So here I'll come to blank spreadsheet. I open the blank spreadsheet. Now if you're using a phone, you'll find that what you basically have to do when you open your app, like the Google Sheets app, you'll find that you need to tap on the plus icon and they will tell you choose template or wide spreadsheet. So you will need to take action on that, of which you'll click new spreadsheet. So now what I'm going to do, I've opened my Google Sheet. It's blank, as you can see, very blank. Google Sheets is nice to use when you're on a computer, but it's also usable on the phone. You can use it on your phone easily and, nicely. So I need to give this a title. So what I'm working on my May content calendar. So I'm going to just highlight a few boxes here and then merge them. Yes, I'm merging because I want to just write a heading. So I'm going to indicate May content calendar. And then I'm going to just make it a bit bigger. Make it a font size. I'm going to just increase the font size because I want to feel the feel of a content calendar. And then I'm going to change the font to the font of my choice, which you can also do. And then I'm going to embolden it. Yeah, so this is my May content calendar. I can even change the font color, maybe to make it look more like me, or depending on what your colors are. And then I know in my content calendar I have days of the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So when you have this, also that I can change the fonts and I bolden them, maybe make them a little bit bigger. Okay, so these are my days, the days of the week. Now in the month of May, if I'm to check my calendar, May has 31 days. So a month usually has 4 weeks. So I'm going to pick out the 4 weeks. But because now I need to have 4 weeks of this. But before I do that, I need to also define what are the platforms that I'm going to use. So which platforms are you using? Are you using Facebook, Instagram, X? So right this side on the left, I'm going to just put the name platforms or handles. Okay, platforms. Yeah, social platforms. So down below, I'm going to write down the different platforms I'm using. Well, if this is your first time, you can choose to start with one platform. Choose a platform of your choice. Whether you're going to focus on YouTube, or you're going to focus on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, just choose a platform of your choice that you're going to start with. So I'm going to just I'm going to use YouTube and Instagram for an example. So here I'll write YouTube and then Instagram. Okay, maybe before this, I need to define the weeks. I already defined the days of the week. So I'm going to define this. I'm going to highlight this whole row and then merge it and indicate week 1. Now remember, I want to maintain my fonts. Yeah. So my week 1, I'm going to align it in the middle and maybe increase the font a little bit, and then maybe also change the color to maintain my theme color. Okay, and so I'm going to indicate the platform. So I'm looking at YouTube and Instagram. These are the platforms I'm looking at using. So that means Monday, Tuesday, you get it, week 1. Remember, on our calendar of May, week 1 started. May started from 1st, which is a Thursday 1st, yeah. So now I'll also highlight another and merge this and put this as week 2. So I'll edit this to week 2 and then do the same with this. I want 4 weeks, yeah. Yes, I want 4 weeks. So I'll do that. Highlight this to week 3. But you find that there are months where you may need to include week 5 because of the time that the month may most likely have started in. So this is my week 4, and then I'm going to just put week 5 just for the days that may be overlapping. Okay, so especially that our May started on Thursday of the first week. So I'm going to now highlight this. Okay, then I'm going to put the borders so that I know I'm working within this space. So YouTube and Instagram is my focus. I'll copy the same info for week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Yeah, so this column down, I may delete that column. So I think you can see what I'm working with. Now, if you don't want these other cells to appear, maybe they are distraction, though for now I'll not remove them. Okay, so this is what I'm having. If you want to change the color, you don't like the green, because you may find something like, come on, green, why green of all colors? So I can just still change the color to something maybe I like. Maybe we change it to purple, so that I work within that. I can even change and say, let me have this as purple and this as white, so that it shouts a bit. I want my calendar to be more colorful. So all these are things that you can do for yourself depending on your taste and preference. Yeah. Yep. So once I've defined these, so if May started from 1st, let me say here, just going to put in bracket just to give me a picture of where May starts from. So May starts from 1st, which is a Thursday. You can even make these bigger, not to make them small, because remember you're going to write stuff inside a bit. So I think you can see. So this is how my calendar is looking like for the month. Even these words, I can choose to change them to purple, maybe because I want to keep within the color range. Okay, so this is how my calendar looks like. So May starts on Thursday and ends on which day? Ends on a Saturday. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Ends on 31st in week 5, which is a Saturday. So you find that here is where my 31st ends. I'm just putting this here just to help me to know which days where I'm starting from. So I'm starting from here and ending here. This is where the whole month ends. So YouTube now, remember I said you need to know what you are all about. So I'm making up a content calendar for Online Media Academy. I'm giving an example using Online Media Academy. So here the title of my sheet will be May Content Calendar. Okay, so I'll just come down, or I can just come on the side, this side, and then do my plan for YouTube. Yes, now if I'm to look at the weeks, first of all I need to determine how many times should I be posting on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to be posting 2 times a week. I'll post every Tuesday a longer video, and every Friday or Thursday, like you choose. So I'm going to be using 2 weeks. Okay, let me choose. I'm going to be using 2 weeks. So I'll be posting twice a week on YouTube. That is every Tuesday and every Friday. Now on Fridays, I'll just upload a short clip, YouTube short. I'll be posting shorts on YouTube. And on Tuesday, I'll be posting a more educative video, a tutorial, something of that sort. So if I'm to count, I need there are how many Fridays in May? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 Fridays, meaning I need 5 shorts. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay, Tuesday starts from here, from week 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 Tuesdays and 5 Fridays. So I'm going to come just on the sides here. I need literally 5 videos for YouTube, and I need just 4 videos for Tuesday. I need 5 video YouTube shorts and 4 YouTube videos. 4 lengthy videos. So I'm going to indicate here my title, YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to align this in the middle, maybe give it some red to feel YouTube like. And then here I'm going to indicate the time. And then here, video 1. Okay, let's just say in terms of week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. Okay, so I have YouTube short Tuesday lengthy video, which should be between 5 minutes to 15 minutes. This is what I'm focusing on. And then the shorts should be 60 seconds. So this is the YouTube shorts. So for week 1, in week 1 I'm majorly posting a short. So here maybe more of highlights of what to expect from the month of May, So even here I can just maybe make this a bit bigger so that we can easily view our content and it's not so much. And then also I can adjust the font to be font full. Then we can make these to just fit in the cells. So week 1, this is my first short. It's a 60 seconds video. Then now in week 2, I start with that. And here my first video will be why Christians must dominate the media space. Okay, so this is my first video. Then here I'll have highlights of that video, highlights of video 1, and then here in week 3 I'll have the media tools for gospel exposition. Then week 3, week 2, week 3, week 4. So week 4 I'll put different content types for gospel reach. And then week 5 I'll put how to get started with content creation. So here I'll have highlights of my second video, and then I'll have highlights of my third video, and then I'll have highlights of my fourth video. So once I have this clear, I'll still highlight this in red, give it white, maybe bolden, and then have this. I put them in, I grade them, and then I have my Instagram as well. So with Instagram, I'll still merge, and then table it, Instagram. Now Instagram, I want to post 3 times a week. So once I've determined how many times I want to post on Instagram, I will then come and indicate. So I want to be posting quotes, tip of the day, and reels on Instagram. So my reels, I majorly be posting same content as YouTube, highlight of YouTube video 1. You get? So here I still have, wow, I messed up. Okay. So here I still have the time, week, these ones, okay. Content type, okay. So here I'll be content type, and then here I'll have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5, right? So I'll also bolden this, give it a color, turn this to white, and box my cells. So in week 1, remember week 1 starts on a Thursday. That's why I said it's important for you to determine when you want to post. So when I come back here, let's just first define for Instagram. So when I come back here, you'll find that on Instagram, my major focus is to post on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's my focus, and that will be it. So when does Monday start? So my first post in the first week would be on a Thursday. So that means in week 1 I have a quote. Yeah, so week 1 I have 5 quotes. Week 1, let's say on Mondays I'll be posting quotes. Wednesday I'll post tip of the day, and Thursday a reel. So on Monday when I post the quote, that means my Monday starts from week 2. So in week 2 I would be having, so I'll be in week 2, I would be having 4 quotes, and then on Wednesday I'll be having 4 tips of the week, and then Thursday is when I'll have 5 reels. So in my reels, you'll find that in my shorts, YouTube shorts, your sound. I came here because of sound. I'm waiting for you. Yes, I'm just waiting for you to go out. I had to repeat afresh. So as you can see on my YouTube, I'm having 5 videos literally. So, and these are the same videos that I'm going to just repost as reels. I'm not going to create new reels. So I'll just come and say, okay, since I'm starting on Thursday and that is on reels, so my week 1 for Thursday, I'll have this same highlights of what to expect. So I'll have this same content. Still in week 2, week 3, week 4. So I'm just going to repost, just put a repost, YouTube repost, so that you can know the difference. So someone may say, okay, maybe I'm creating new content. So this is just a YouTube repost. I'm reposting what I posted here. So once I've done that, so my reels are clear, right? Now when I come to quotes, so for quotes, So for quotes, there are 4 quotes in a week, so means I'll start from week 2. So my first quote will be, media ministry is not for media ministers, but for every minister of the gospel. Right? I come to my week 3. So in week 3, actually even in my quotes, I can define who stated the quote, because now in quotes, so I'll put hashtag Pastor King, hashtag, okay, let us say at Pastor King, hashtag OMA. So this is how I want my content to be like. Okay, I think you understand when I put that, because this is adding up. So here I'll put media has the power to go. Media has the power to open international doors for a minister. All you need is to just get started. Then with media, you can reach the uttermost parts of the earth. Right? Just giving us examples, yeah? Then it's time for the ministers of the gospel to go digging. So this is what my quotes. Okay, so next thing is to work on the tip of the day. So on my tip of the day, I'll just come and indicate what tips, So for tip of the day. Tip of the day. Okay, so on my tip of the day, maybe my first tip number 1. So tip number 1, I would say maybe to get started, to tip of the day, to excel. Okay, tip of the day, know your audience, understand who you are trying to reach, and create content that resonates with them, right? Okay, so tip number 2. On my tip number 2, I would say tell compelling stories. Tell compelling stories that convey your message. Then tip number 3, post regularly. Maintain a consistent posting schedule. Right? Then tip number 4, choose the right platforms. Choose the right platforms and focus on platforms where your audience is most active. So now I have all my content that I need. So my month has already been covered, meaning the whole of May I'm going to be posting content consistently from the 1st of May to the 31st of May on my YouTube and on my Instagram. So what's important is these quotes and tip of the day, they are for designing in graphics. So that one I'll use Canva to design, and then the YouTube videos I'm supposed to have a script and then record them and then edit them and be ready to upload them. So now on my calendar, I'll start with YouTube. So my first video on YouTube is this one. So I'll copy and come here on my calendar and indicate it. That is, our first video is on Friday, which is a YouTube short. So I'll paste it there. Then in bracket, I'm going to indicate a YouTube short, 60 seconds, So here, I can just highlight this red, make this white and bolden it. And then still in week 1 on my Instagram, I have the same thing. This one is a repost. This one I'll just copy it the way it is. And so I have a reel here. So I'll just also do the same, highlight. Okay, so, and then when it comes to, we come to the week 2. So my week 1 is clear. Week 2 YouTube. I'm picking this for Tuesday. So this is my week 2 on YouTube. So I'm posting that. Okay. So that's my week 2. Okay, then week 3. So you find that in week 2, I just have 2 videos for YouTube. That is my major focus for YouTube. So I'll also come and copy. So I'm just copying and pasting, right? So I'm copying and pasting. Highlights. Okay. So you can see that this takes some good time, yeah? Because you have to plan. So when you plan early, you find that your work becomes very easy. If you don't plan, you'll find that you'll just have to post content randomly. So I'm just copying this so that at the end of the day, you see our complete calendar, how our complete calendar is going to look like. Yep. So week 4. Now here, since I've already done it, I'm just copying and pasting majorly to have my content very clear. Okay, so here. Now this is just the simplest way you can make a calendar, without going into the detail, the nitty-gritties. Here I'm just giving you just the iceberg, like just the surface of it. I'm not giving you the whole details. So this is week 5. Okay. So with YouTube, this is it for YouTube. So YouTube, I'm literally good to go. So this is it with YouTube. And I've already given us a picture for, so this is how my calendar looks like. But now you can see that my purple is not matching. It's not matching with the red. So I may just choose to maybe take this back to something more color friendly. I'm just changing this something more color friendly because much as I'm not a fan of maroon, but as you're doing these things, I think you can see that really the colors are not so much color friendly, but it's well. It's really well, very well. Okay, so I've changed the colors because I just felt like the colors were too much clashing. They were not so nice. Yeah, but these colors are just dependent on you, basically, with our calendar. So if I'm to look at this should guide my month. So I know in week 1 I just need 2 content types. So with this is the same. So I just create one piece of content, and that's what I'm posting, So I think you can see this is how my content calendar looks like. If I'm just to reduce the size, this is how it's looking like. So this is my calendar for May, and you are good to go. So that is it basically.